Have you ever looked at your bank account on payday and wondered where all your money went? Because that was me. I worked construction. I woke up before sunrise, worked in the heat, worked in the cold, sometimes 10 or 12 hours a day, and somehow I was still broke. Then something happened that completely changed how I looked at money. Less than 2 years later, I had saved my first $10,000. And no, I didn't win the lottery. I didn't start a business, and I didn't get rich overnight. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it. Because if a construction worker like me can save $10,000, you can too. A few years ago, I had a problem. Actually, I had two. The first problem was obvious. I wasn't saving money. The second problem was worse. I thought I was doing fine. Every payday felt good. Money came in, bills got paid. I bought food, filled my gas tank, went out with friends, bought things online. And by the time the next paycheck arrived, I was almost back to zero. I kept telling myself the same thing. I'll start saving next month. But next month never came. Maybe you've been there too. You work hard, you earn money, but somehow the money disappears. Not because you're lazy, not because you're irresponsible, but because nobody ever taught us how to make money stay. And that realization changed everything. Lesson 1. I started paying myself first. The biggest mistake I made was saving whatever was left over, because there was never anything left over. Every dollar had somewhere to go. So I flipped the process. The day I got paid, I paid myself first, before spending money on anything else. I set up an automatic transfer. Every payday, money went directly into savings. At first it wasn't much, just $100, then $150, then $200. The amount wasn't important, the habit was. Think about it like this. If someone took that money out of your paycheck before you saw it, you'd learn to live without it. That's exactly what happened. Instead of spending first and saving later, I saved first and spent what remained. That one change probably accounted for half of my success. Lesson 2. I stopped trying to look rich. This lesson hurt because it forced me to be honest with myself. I realized I was spending money to impress people who weren't paying my bills. Nice clothes, latest phone, eating out all the time, random purchases online, things I didn't really need. One day I added everything up, and it shocked me. Hundreds of dollars every month were disappearing into things I barely remembered buying. So I made a simple rule. If I didn't truly need it, I waited 48 hours before buying it. And something funny happened. Most of the time, I didn't buy it. The excitement disappeared, the urge disappeared, and the money stayed in my account. People think saving money requires sacrifice. Sometimes it does, but often it just means stopping unnecessary spending. There's a huge difference. Lesson 3. Overtime became my wealth-building tool. Now this is where things really started speeding up. Most construction workers know overtime can be a blessing and a curse. The extra money feels great, but it's easy to waste. That's exactly what I used to do. Whenever I worked overtime, I treated the extra money like bonus spending money. Big mistake. Then I created a new rule. Every overtime paycheck had a job. At least 70% of it went straight into savings. Not spending, not shopping, savings. Suddenly, things started moving fast. Instead of saving a few $100s here and there, I was saving thousands. And every time my savings account grew, I became even more motivated. Because progress is addictive when you can see it. Now here's the mindset shift that changed everything. Most people focus on how much they earn. Successful savers focus on how much they keep. Think about that. Two people can make the exact same income. One ends the year with nothing. The other has $10,000 saved. The difference isn't always income, it's habits. Money isn't built in one big decision. It's built in hundreds of small decisions. Every lunch packed from home, every unnecessary purchase avoided, every automatic transfer, every overtime shift invested into your future. Those little actions don't seem important in the moment, but over time, they completely change your life. The moment I hit $10,000. I'll never forget the day it happened. I opened my banking app, looked at the balance, and there it was, 5 digits, $10,000. To some people, that might not sound like much, but to me, it felt incredible. Because it wasn't just money, it represented discipline, patience, consistency, proof that I could actually achieve financial goals. For the first time in my life, an emergency wouldn't destroy me. A surprise expense wouldn't send me into panic mode. I finally had breathing room, and that feeling was worth every sacrifice. If you're watching this right now and you're struggling to save money, don't focus on the first $10,000. Focus on the first $100, then the first $500, then the first $1,000. Because every big financial win starts small. Remember, pay yourself first. Stop trying to look rich, use extra income wisely, and stay consistent. You don't need a perfect plan, you just need to start. And who knows, maybe the next person celebrating their first $10,000 will be you. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and follow for more real stories about money, saving, and building financial freedom. And tell me in the comments, what's the first financial goal you're working toward right now? I'll see you in the next video.